All right, this is going to be really scuffed and really quick because the news just broke. But Stefon Diggs is being traded from the Buffalo Bills to the Houston Texans. And oh my, the Texans gave up basically nothing in this trade. This was clearly a case of the Bills were unhappy with Stefon Diggs or something. Because, Houston's only given up a next year second in this trade, and they're getting back a next year fifth, a this year sixth, and Stefon Diggs. I'm blown away by this trade. I kind of, not really, but kind of expected Diggs to be gone or have a limited capacity this season for Buffalo. One, I didn't expect this little of a return. Two, I didn't expect Houston. Let's talk about the impact on Buffalo real quick. So the Bills had a really successful second half of the year last year, and a lot of it was they stopped relying on Stefon Diggs to be the main offensive weapon aside from Josh Allen. They ran the ball a lot more, they distributed the ball a lot more. Diggs was more so used as a decoy. So that's why I feel like Diggs was probably unhappy with his role and wanted out, and Buffalo obliged as they just didn't see a future where Stefon Diggs is the number one option anymore. So Buffalo's going to be entering a really rough period because they already had a lot. They already had to let a lot of guys go to begin free agency due to the cap hit, and now they're letting Diggs go. This is going to be Buffalo's going to be a really interesting team to keep an eye on for this year. I still think they'll be generally fine as long as Josh Allen is there. They're going to be fine. They'll still be competing for the division and all that, so I'm not worried on that aspect. Although as a Dolphin fan, I kind of am. Let's quickly talk about how this impacts Miami because now in my mind, Diggs being the primary target for Allen when the play falls apart and Allen's running around everywhere and everything, he looks for Diggs. Now without that option, I wonder how Buffalo's offense is going to work and therefore how it's going to impact Miami in the division. To me, just instant reaction is this is Miami's division to lose. That was the case last year. They had a 3-game lead with like 5 games left. Yes, they still lost it, but again, this year, without Stefon Diggs anymore, a lot of those broken plays are probably going to stay broken. So I do like Miami's odds a little more for the division this year. Houston, they are instantly Super Bowl contenders with this trade. I know it's probably a massive overreaction, and Diggs' prime years are on the decline and all that. His production is probably not going to be as it was. But Tank Dell, Stefon Diggs, Nico Collins, CJ Stroud, only in his second year in the league, is going to have a really talented offensive group around him. And their defense, led by, again, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson, is only going to be better. Like, Houston is a legitimate contender and threat now because of this trade. Even if Stefon does have a little fall off in production, again, they still have Tank Dell, still have Nico Collins, still have Dalton Schultz. They're going to be fine, even if Stefon Diggs is in this number one receiving option, big threat, Stefon Diggs. If he's there as such a simple receiver 3, play breaks down, you need someone to throw to type guy, Houston's going to be fine. Like, we'll go into this a little more when it comes to, like, predicting the divisions and all that. Yeah, so a few months away. Just immediate thoughts. Buffalo's division chances declines. Miami's a little bit increases. Of course, some people in Vegas still probably have the Jets a little higher. I don't understand why. But yeah, I do like it. I do like Miami's odds now. And then Houston. If they don't jump up in the Super Bowl odds, I don't know what people are looking at. Like they are a team to watch this year. And it's no longer going to be the case where, hey, you can win 10 plus games and be the 5 seed, you stand a pretty good chance of winning a playoff game because you have to go up against a weak AFC South Division title. And now with Houston could easily be Houston could be the 1 seed, honestly. It's obviously going to be close between them, Baltimore, Miami. KC is always going to have a chance. But like Houston has a legitimate chance this year to be a legitimate threat. Let me know what you all think down below in the comments. Subscribe. The NFL draft is a few weeks away. There will be a stream for that. UFL season just begun, and the NFL said we cannot let that happen. Here's the news. Every time NFL news breaks, hope if I'm available, there'll be a video on it. For the UFL, there's power rankings yesterday. There'll be predictions up, most likely Friday, and then obviously the play-by-plays. Subscribe, stay tuned for more, and yeah, Stefon Diggs is now Houston Texan.